Dragon Ball becoming a part of Minecraft is becoming a part of the continued decline of Dragon Ball games. Indulge me a little bit. I'm going to explain, because I know you're just going to come off and say, oh, you're just hating, you're being a hater. You know, the go-to defense, oh, reliable for anyone that doesn't like hearing any reality. They like just living in the world of delusion. But you know, on this channel, I give you the reality of it. So when I look at a game like Minecraft and they've acquired a partnership with Dragon Ball to get the Dragon Ball IP in there, I have to say it is the continued decline of it, because Dragon Ball games can't take care of their own. I mean, at least when it comes to the mainline console games. I mean, you look at the mobile games, they do just fine. They put all the effort in the world over there, all the content. But when you look at the console games, it's really a hit or miss. And it's been a lot of misses lately. Xenoverse has done just fine. The major problem with them, however, is content volume. They come in, do 1 or maybe 2 max DLC packs a year, where they're more than capable of doing 4 or 6, right? They've been limping in. Yeah, they'll do a great DLC pack, but then there's radio silence. So they're pretty much a hit, but they could be doing leagues better. But then you gotta look at the continued decline of the other Dragon Ball games. You look at Dragon Ball Fighters. It is just completely fallen off. It had its heyday for maybe a good year or 2, but it has not received continued support, no additional DLC, and no word of a sequel. And it's begun to just become spotty. A lot of the people that used to cape for that game, they've long since moved on. You look at Dragon Ball Sparking Zero, had a lot of goodwill, and they destroyed every last single bit of it. Like, laziness, lack of content, just trash combat system, just everything that would turn away a Dragon Ball fan. But when you look at the mobile games, this is where they turn up Dragon Ball Legends, content after content update after content update, character after character after character after character, even Dokkan Battle, every character you can imagine. And then we look at the console games for Dragon Ball games, you get spotty rosters. You get, in some way, some characters are lacking. And hey, I will take Xenoverse 2 to task with this too, because to this day, we're sitting here without Majin 21. To this day, we're sitting in this game without Berserker Kale. We're sitting in here without Ultra Super Saiyan Trunks. We're sitting here without Fighting Trunks. We're sitting here without Fasha, King Vegeta, all these other characters that will fill in the blanks that make it so they don't have to have so much of a content drought. They just don't add them, either because they're withholding characters for a future sequel that they're not gonna even be sure of. Like, people are tired of them openly withholding content, but when you look at the mobile games, they get content galore. They get custom outfits, like Fasha outfit on Caulifla. But we're sitting here in Xenoverse 2 waiting for Fasha. Oh, Sparking Zero, even though it's the sequel, the grand sequel to BT3, they were too lazy to put in Fasha. That's why that game didn't get a sale for me in no way, shape, or form. But you look at all these mobile games they're taken care of. So then you look at the fact that with them handling the Dragon Ball IP in a spotty way, they have no business having partnerships with games like Dragon Ball coming into Fortnite, Dragon Ball coming into Minecraft. It's like, okay, when you look at how they handled the Fortnite partnership, they gave them special animations, really good looking character models, all that different stuff. And it's like, when you look at the console games, the actual Dragon Ball games, it's like, why do we get spotty support? We're the main audience. Why are you rolling out the red carpet for these Minecraft goons when we're your main audience and you treat us like crap, right? Then you look at Minecraft, and I know what people are gonna say, and this is the biggest flaw to what's about to happen. Well, it's expanding the audience of Dragon Ball and it'll make more people like it. I don't want more people in Dragon Ball, especially randos. I don't want more randos who are gonna come over here, who don't understand Dragon Ball, who never watched it a day in their life, and they wanna get pissed off about Roshi. I don't wanna hear that. I don't wanna hear a bunch of people who don't even understand Dragon Ball and then come over here, ooh, flashy lights, hair color changes. They don't like the deeper story elements. They don't like the deeper themes. They just come in. We already have that problem with the Team 4-star dub generation who don't actually know Dragon Ball, but they watch some lame water cooler humor thrown over Dragon Ball. Someone else's hard animation and hard work, right? But you got people who realistically only ever interacted with Dragon Ball due to a fan dub. It gets worse than that. You got people who only ever interacted with Dragon Ball due to TikTok edits. You know, they never really fully watched an episode. So you got posers coming in. And that's the last thing that we need is more posers coming in from Minecraft. Coming in from, oh, I saw Dragon Ball on Fortnite. We don't need more of those people. We are not a desperate community. We don't need posers. That's the main thing that will ruin the community is people who don't really love the content and they come in trying to pretend to be one of you. I don't need someone who Goku, he that one that used the Rasengan. You know, dumb motherfuckers like that. They don't know anything. I don't want them coming in trying to become the major audience or the majority audience, a bunch of dumb fucks to come in and try to ruin our community even further. Because the more mainstream something becomes, is the more ruined it becomes. When it's niche, they have to cater to the audience. They have to think about what we will like. But when it becomes modern audience, modern majority audience, then you get stupid stuff. You get stupid stuff happening that doesn't feel like it's a part of you. You get censorship. We already got a problem with censorship in Dragon Ball. This is why the fights don't get choreographed as well as they could, because they have to pull punches. Oh, that looks too hard. That punch looks too hard. That's why the games, especially Sparking Zero, didn't you notice that a lot of the moves were censored because they were trying to appeal to a larger audience so they could sell to a larger audience? Hell Frieza, you can't even see the entire move. They're censoring portions of it. Again, I don't need some little Fortnite, Minecraft Rugrats coming over here trying to act like they're a part of the set, like they're a part of the fandom when they're not, when they don't know anything about Dragon Ball. We already had that problem with the Team 4-star Dragon Ball Kai idiots that came in and trying to act like they're a part of the Dragon Ball audience. We don't need it. Period, point blank. If you don't like my opinion, it is what it is. I don't want again, I don't care. If somebody comes in and they watch all of Dragon Ball and they love it, they watch it from the beginning of OG Dragon Ball all the way to the end of GT, all the way into Daima, and they love Dragon Ball and they love it as it is, cool, come in, you're welcome to chill. But I don't need someone that watched a part of it or a section of it and then they go in and they see something like Bulma. Oh no, it's Gooner. No, stay your ass out. Go on, go watch whatever normie shit you need to watch. We don't need you here. We don't need you here complaining. We don't want to see your soapbox and you standing on it and trying to have a sermon and preach to people. We like our content as it is. We don't need you coming in again. When we open up to these mainstream outlets, like a Minecraft, yes, it is a mainstream outlet for little Gen Alphas who do that shit. You let them in and they start whining, bitching, and moaning. And then that's enough excuse for the higher ups in the business of Dragon Ball to try to manipulate things to become accommodating for the modern majority audience. The new fucks that come in and want to bitch about shit. We don't need that. So let me know what you think in the comment section down below. Those are my feelings on Minecraft taking in Dragon Ball, doing a map and a stage and some characters over it. I don't like it. I do not like. I don't want to see Call of Duty do a Dragon Ball crossover. Why, if you're going to do a crossover, at least make it a fighting game crossover. I mean, if you want to do another Naruto crossover or a Demon Slayer crossover, which I don't think that would work, but if you want to do something that's anime adjacent, that makes sense, at least do it with one of these other like anime arena fighters. That would make sense. But all this other stuff, Minecraft, Fortnite, that makes no sense at all. None. I would rather Goku show up in, why couldn't we get a crossover in what we want, like Smash Brothers? You know what I'm saying? Like, people wanted that. Nah, y'all stuck on stupid, y'all over here, Dragon Ball Minecraft. No, we said Smash Bros, not Minecraft. Oh, you want Fortnite, you want Dragon Ball Fortnite. No, maybe Goku and Street Fighter? I don't know, maybe that'll work, I don't know. But again, all this, like, just, it's idiocy, stupendous. I can't use the other word because YouTube doesn't like it, but it's just stuck on stupid behavior. So let me know what you think in the comment section down below. Hit that subscribe button, enable all notifications. I'll see you guys in the next video. You might beat the game, but nobody ever beats the in-game vlog games perfection and natural selection. I'm out.